Hey Glow fam, we are back with another video. So today we are going to do a get ready with me. As promised, I'm going to use some of the products that I received in the last BoxyCharm shipment, and we're just gonna do a nice neutral look, nothing too crazy. I'm also gonna try a new style with my hair. I've been like trying to do different things with it because I'm literally getting sick of it. So we're gonna try something different. We're gonna see how this looks. I have never done my hair on camera, so like an actual style. So we're gonna see how this goes. So first we're gonna put some lip chap on because I'm a little chappy. Had an idea to do like a braid situation type thingy. I don't know. So we're gonna try a thing, bear with me. This is just water and leave-in conditioner. It's been really cold in Florida. Now, my idea of really cold is probably not your idea of really cold if you live up north, but it's cold for Florida, okay? And so my hair has been so dry. And then next, I'm going to take a large tooth comb and I'm going to put it on the side. It's literally been in like a wash and go style for the longest. Since I cut it, I've pretty much been doing wash and goes. I haven't like tried to style it or do anything with it yet. So I'm going to use a clip to hold this back. Oh, it's miserable, Lord. See, like I can always do other people's hair, but when it comes to my own, it's like, what are you doing, sis? The problem is, like, do I even have enough hair to do all this? I don't even know. Like, or should I have blown it out first? Like, I don't know. Oh no. I was about to say, I'm trying to get that part as clean as possible. That's trash. Oh, that is tragic. Okay. All right. Be seeing these girls doing these tutorials on YouTube and it looks so effortless. And I'm like, no, it's really not. It's very stressful. We've got somewhat of a section parted off. I'm going to put some extreme gel in there. Mama, I love you. B.O.P. Hold it down. Oh my God. First of all, let me say, I am not the one to sit around. Like when I tell you this extreme gel is like the holy grail for my hair, I won't respond to nothing else. I do want to try the edge booster one too eventually, but so far this one, my hair seems to really like it. I'm going to use a large bobby pin. I'm using these. Y'all see my little makeshift braid? That looks like butt. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna do these good edges. And yes, I got the nerve to put some edge control on this bad boy because we're gonna make it do what it do, baby. I'm going to sit here with a serious face and lay these edges like this style is cute. You hear me? I'm gonna do that with this good face. I'm gonna lay these good edges and you're gonna deal with it. Okay, I'm gonna go get a scarf and I'm gonna tie this down. All right, friends. It's so hard to say goodbye to what we had. Ooh, the good times that made us laugh. My edges, they ain't gonna come back. From all this damn gel. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Let's see. The tricky part here, first of all, is going to be making sure that the puffy part doesn't dry funny. And then what I'm probably going to end up doing is taking the scarf off when it comes time to do my foundation, so that it's not like this weird line of demarcation situation. So now we're ready to move on to the makeup. Thank you, God. And this is the Such a Gem Artistry palette. Aww. Ding. So that's this one. I said I was gonna do a regular look, but I think I wanna do a smoky eye, like a purple. I think I'm gonna do this purple on the lid. I'm going to do this around the lid purple, and then some of this in like the, right in the middle of the lid, just to give it like a pop of shimmer. And then probably darken it up with this color over here. Okay, so base. Since we're doing darker colors, I don't need a super light base, so I'm going to go in with the Pretty Vulgar concealer, and this is in the color 65 Shady Lady. This is what I received in this month's BoxyCharm box. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that on my lids just to prime them and create a base for that color. And we are going to go into that dark purple. What's been going on since the last time we talked, guys? Not much for me. Nothing has really changed. I did not realize until I started doing YouTube how difficult it was to come up with content. It's really hard if you're not like vlogging every day, which is basically, you know, your whole life. Blogging every day, or a good chunk of your life at least. Like nobody's gonna really know everything that you do based off of your vlogs, but it's something that I'm kind of thinking about as far as like what type of content I want to do. I know for sure that the fitness stuff is going to stay. That is always going to stay, because that's me. That's what I do the most. I'm in the gym at least 4 to 5 times a week, so you're gonna always get fitness content. But I did start doing the Flow Talks content as well, where we just kind of discuss, you know, recent events, what's going on, what's good or whatever. And I do want to open up the forum for like questions. If you guys have, you know, things that you specifically want to talk about, or maybe things that you have questions about, or like a question and answer thing. Like, I don't feel like I have enough followers yet to do like a real Q&A, because like I'm gonna get like what, 4 or 5 questions. I might be surprised. With a Q&A, I'll try to go like as personal as I feel comfortable going, but it's not gonna be super personal. For the most part, nothing new is really going on. I've really been feeling the urge to travel lately. I haven't been anywhere since Halloween. That was in November. I was in New York for Halloween weekend, and I was supposed to take a few trips around Christmas time, but I was told by some family members that I was not allowed to leave for Christmas again, because the year prior to that I had actually gone to Haiti for Christmas, and I wanted to like do this tradition where I go to Haiti every year, because I used to live in Haiti, as I've said in previous videos, and I spent a long time where I didn't go back to Haiti. 10 whole years, guys, literally 10 years, okay? that I did not step foot in Haiti. I kind of like fell in love with Haiti all over again. So I told myself that I would make it, you know, my business to go back at least once a year. But unfortunately, the powers that be, they've made it a little bit difficult for me to keep my word when it comes to that. Like, you know, like where you have that one place that you can kind of go to recharge. Like, that's my recharge zone. Do any of you guys have a recharge zone, like a place that you like to go? I also like to go to the beach. I like to go to the beach at night and just kind of hang out. I don't know, something about the night air and the sound of the waves and just like everything about that atmosphere is so calming to me. But if you guys have like your, you know, go-to spot when you're going through it, or just a spot that you really love to go to, let me know in the comment section below. I kind of had to like create my own spots and my own things to do. Because, you know, when you get older, the older you get, the less friends you tend to have. It's not necessarily because you're beefing with people. It's just that the older you get, the harder it is to really go along with stuff just to go along with it. Like, you kind of have to be convicted in a sense. At least for me, that's how it worked. Like, when I was younger, I had a lot of friends, which I do still have a pretty large circle of friends. But as far as the people that I hang out with on a regular basis, it's kind of changed a little bit over time. I can kind of count on one hand how many people that I see on a regular basis. That's pretty much where I'm at. I don't really be doing nothing, right? So it's just crazy because when I was younger, I used to be everywhere, okay? So it's just crazy to see how things kind of change as you get older, and I find myself kind of wanting more of like the quiet life, I guess. You just want to hang out and kind of chill with your boo if you got one, or just, you know, Netflix. And it's insane, like the transition. I don't know if it works the same way for men though, because for some reason, no matter what the age, I see a lot of men, they're still out and about, you know, thotting and bopping and whatnot. And I'm like, y'all don't get tired? Y'all don't ever get tired? It's just not my scene anymore, you know? Like, you just get to that space where you're not into that anymore. Like, you want to do different things. I'd rather travel than spend money on a bottle. I'd rather have an experience than, you know, worry about what outfit I'm gonna wear to the club. Like, that's the other part, man. Going to the club is expensive, okay? First of all, women, you gotta buy a dress or whatever outfit you gotta buy. You gotta make sure your hair is done. You gotta make sure your makeup is on point. You gotta make sure your shoes are on point. The shoes have to be cute, but they can't hurt, because if they hurt, then you're not gonna make it through the night. And we don't do the taking off your shoes in the club business. So you better wear some shoes that you can keep on and commit to for the whole night, okay? So there's that part. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm too tired for this tomfoolery. Like, I'd rather be in my bed. But like, I'm more likely to do like a lounge situation. Like, there's this hookah lounge near where I live that I like to go to with my best friend and some other people. Like, that's more my vibe now. Like, I can go to a nice little hookah spot or a little chill thing, you know, game nights, family stuff. I spend a lot of time with my family. If you guys didn't already notice, like, that's just my vibe now. I don't know. I know a lot of people hate working out, but I love, love, love being in the gym. It's one of my favorite places to be in the whole world. So I will wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning during the week, hit the gym at least 3 or 4 times during the week. And then on the weekends, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm up hitting the gym. Like, that's just, it does it for me. So things just change, you know? Can y'all believe that I got my liner right on the first go? Like, y'all remember what I did last time? It was terrible. Yo, I got that on the first try. I am dumb proud of myself. So we are going to go ahead and go in with the foundation. I'll put all of the products that I'm using in the description box below. But yeah, so I really have been feeling like traveling lately, and I have like a list of places that I want to go. So I had told myself I wasn't really going to travel this year, but looks like that might be changing. I might be doing some traveling. It's all exciting. So far this year is starting out much different than I thought it was going to be. Um, Pleasantly different, but much, much, much different than I thought it was gonna be. So I am pleasantly surprised and I am pleasantly satisfied with the way that my year is going. And I really believe that I manifested a lot of it without even really realizing it. I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing off, y'all. Like, and y'all better not laugh at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, let me live my life and stuff, you know? Better like, it's not necessary to laugh at me. Y'all see that? Y'all see them waves? But yes, so I feel like I manifested a lot of what is kind of happening for me right now, and just overall like really happy. I'm in a good space mentally, emotionally. Things are going really well. I think I almost don't I almost don't want to jinx it by talking about how well things are going. Like, you know how you feel like the minute you start to feel like everything is going right, then things just slowly start to crumble. And not to say that I haven't had my stuff going on this year, but mainly like stuff that I'm not really that concerned about, to be quite honest with you. I used to be really like stressed out and stuff over work and, you know, just like the regular stuff that you go through when you're starting out in your career. Just a little background, I work in HR. I love my job. And I know it sounds crazy. A lot of people just say, oh yeah, you know, my job is okay, whatever. But I actually do really love my job. I love what I do. I love that I get the opportunity to connect with a lot of different people on a daily basis. Work has been a lot more rewarding for me lately. And I don't know that it's really the work itself that has changed. I think maybe it's like my attitude towards it that has really changed. I'm kind of at that space where I'm growing my career, yes, but I'm also not going to make it a point of contention for me. Like, when things are going well, they're going well. And if things are not going so well, instead of kind of like spazzing out and like, you know, oh my God, like why isn't this working type of thing, I've been trying to do more of like positive thoughts, you know, like tell yourself it's gonna be all right type of thing. When you clock in, you clock in. When you clock out, you clock out. You know, proverbial clock in, clock out. When you're in there, you're in there. And then when it's time to go, it's time to go. Because at the end of the day, if something happens to you, you know, whether it be stress related or, you know, you mess around and have a stroke because you're stressing about work, like, it's not really worth it, you know? And on top of that, there are so many other ways to kind of handle things. And I find that a lot of times, a lot of our stress is based off of how we react to things. It's not necessarily because it's not stressful. That's not the point. It's like, yes, things are stressful, but are you going to let it completely consume you? Are you going to, you know, lose your shit or lose your cool and let it make you become somebody that you're not? Like that's what I struggled with the most when I first started my career. And you have a responsibility. You kind of have to stick to that responsibility and uphold that responsibility. You gotta do what you gotta do. So I keep that in mind, and just knowing that at the end of the day, you know, I do my best and I leave it, you know, at work. And another thing, like, I feel like I want to work on this year, and that I've kind of, ooh, who did that? I ain't do that. Did you do that? Who did that? that's not what I meant to do. Whatchamacallit? It's a whatchamacallit. Another thing that I kind of want to work on this year is networking. I started last year by joining this local networking group and kind of started going to their events and stuff. And I don't know, I don't know if it's because I was new or if it's just the vibe that I wasn't like feeling, but I don't know, I wasn't like totally about it. So maybe that's not my niche and I just need to keep looking. The organization themselves are great. I just felt like maybe it wasn't really my thing. So I'm still on the search for like another like group that I can kind of partner with to kind of do some more networking events or just going to events here and there and just kind of, I started passing out business cards at events. Do you know how like, do you know how intimidating that is, walking around passing out your business cards and people are kind of looking at you like, who the hell is you? Like, why is this girl passing out business cards? What does she have going on? But one thing I have become over the years is a lot more fearless. I won't say that I'm completely fearless because when it comes to certain stuff, I'm still very reserved, a little conservative, but I definitely want to do some more networking and kind of get myself out there. And, you know, they say your network is your net worth. So that's also a tip if you are, you know, just trying to build your career in general or build yourself in general. It's always great to have connections in different places and different people that you relate to. And I'm not talking about superficial connections. Don't just go network with people just to get something from them. That's not cool. We don't use people, we use items, right? So you network in order to create bridges where you can offer that person something and they can offer you something. And it doesn't have to be monetary, you know, like you can offer resources, you can offer help, you know, on different items, projects, ideas, things that they might need, things you might need, hell, like jobs, you know, like you don't know how many times I have heard about jobs or even like gotten jobs through people that I knew. And it's not even that you know them that closely sometimes, but if somebody is familiar with you, they're more likely to recommend you for something, or they're more likely to take time out of their day to see if they can actually help you. So that's where the value is in that. And then just in general, like, you know, knowing a lot of people, a lot of good people, I should say, not just knowing people for the sake of knowing them. I like having good people around me. I don't necessarily, you know, have to be buddy-buddy with them, but just knowing that you have a decent network of folks around you is always a good thing. As a young professional, especially if you are a young professional of color, it is necessary. Like, you've got to know people. And a lot of people with generational wealth, they don't just stay within the circles that they're comfortable in. You will typically see them branch out. Maybe even if it's not generational wealth, just people that are doing well in general, whether that's doing well in terms of finances or doing well in terms of building their businesses and things like that. You'll always kind of see them circulate in different circles. They have different types of friends for different things. You know how they say not every friend is good for everything. You know, some of us have all-purpose friends and that's a blessing, but it's the same way. All networking contacts are not necessarily good for the same type of networking. So when you meet somebody, you take it, you know, you kind of keep that in the Rolodex. You know, like with the networking thing that I did, I met a lot of real estate agents, I met a lot of teachers, and I have a lot of business cards from those people that I met a lot of people that way. But, you know, it's always good to have a good network of people around you. So, Yeah, I don't know how I got on the tangent with that, but that's basically, you know, professionally everything is going well. I'm gonna use the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana to set my under eye. Oh, this thing is so messy, Lord. Okay, I'm gonna like dust this off so that it doesn't white cast me. And I'm just going to do a little bit of contour. First of all, let me say, I am not the one to sit around and be played. So prove yourself to me. Okay, so that's how we are looking. I used the contour palette in Showmance from Morphe. I use the Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC. This one. You guys saw the Ben Nye powder. I used the Revlon eyebrow pencil. This is my usual Revlon color, Stay in dark brown. I do have a black one that I'm gonna be using soon, so I'm excited about that. Because I was finally able to find it in store. Y'all know that I have the hardest time finding the black brown one. So I finally found some of that. So we're gonna get back into that once I finish out this brown one. Going to go in with some blush, highlight, and lips. We're going to use NARS in Taos. Looks like that. So there's that, and then we're going to go in with the highlight, and we are going to be using Fenty Beauty. We are using Trophy Wife, you already know. And y'all know I'm using the CoverGirl Lash Blast in the color Very Black and the waterproof kind. I'm gonna go in with the Kiss liner in Chocolate. So you guys know that's like my go-to. Today we're going to use a liquid lip color that I got in the BoxyCharm haul, and I told you guys I would use it in my next look so you can see how it looks on. And I'm going to be sure to pack this brown on because it's another one of those milky colors, and we know how milky colors go with me. It can either be a beautiful romance or a horrible disaster. This is the color. It is by the brand Qveen, and it is in the color Thick Skin. Very Jackie Aina vibes. My girl, I love her. Okay. This is the final look, folks. With the hair. So that is the look. You guys comment on some topics that like you want to hear me discuss. I feel like I've talked about a lot of stuff, but let me know what you guys want to discuss in the comments or on my Instagram or something. Like, let me know. We can talk about it, okay? So thank you for watching this video. If you have made it this far, you are much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and if you want to see more, and hit that notification bell so I can keep them coming and you can know when I post. Thanks for watching. Bye.